Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey. Doing another solo episode, but during the month of March, we are planning to get everyone back together, and we are going to do a deep dive on Redbreast.
When Redbreast in a cage puts all heaven in a rage.
For those of you who do not know, Redbreast is an Irish whiskey, very highly praised. They have many different expressions, different ages, different casks, different blends, and so we're going to go ahead and do a deep dive in every single bottle of Redbreast that we can get our hands on. We're going to try and review it during the month of March, possibly April, depending on how many bottles we get a hold of. So, but for today, or for this week, we're going to be doing a different type of Irish whiskey, and that is Trader Joe's. Let's see, can we get it to not glare? Maybe. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So Trader Joe's Irish whiskey, and for those of you who don't know, Trader Joe's does not divulge who distills their spirits. It was obviously distilled in Ireland for 3 years at least minimum, even though it is not real dark. Yeah, don't know. Not real dark here.
Something about darkness? What about darkness?
But it was distilled for at least 3 years, and it was distilled in Ireland. That's all. That's pretty much all we know. But the one thing I like about Trader Joe's is it's cheap. So if you're looking for a nice, good daily whiskey, where you don't have to have it be absolutely perfect, Trader Joe's is a good place. They get the price down really low, and it's always at least decent. There isn't any time that I've had any Trader Joe's whiskeys where I went, oh dear God, that's awful, I'm never buying that again. It's always way more than worth the price. So, but it's also never really that exceptional. But I don't know. Let's give this one a try. On the nose. Extremely light floral is about all I'm getting. Not really much on the nose there. Probably the least prominent of any whiskey I've had in a while, as far as the nose go. But I think it's time to actually sample some of this. So, Dark Helmet, do your thing.
Ludicrous speed!
So, as expected, and with that I experienced with the nose, no real prominent notes at all. Definitely not exceptional in any way. For an Irish whiskey, it's probably the least exceptional Irish I've had. But at 80 proof, it's got an okay taste. It's decent. It's there. It exists. Mouthfeel is extremely light, very gentle. Finish, barely a finish. There's really no bite to it. It's very easy. Maybe bring this to that family gathering of people who don't usually drink whiskey neat, but you're trying to encourage them to drink whiskey neat.
Drinking whiskey.
This might be a good candidate for that. It being an Irish whiskey, it's probably triple distilled. I saw a lot of people talking that this might be actually Jameson's. If this is Jameson's, I would say it's definitely a lower end Jameson's. I've had some of the higher end Jameson's product recently, and this is not that. It's not bad necessarily. I would buy it again just because the price is so low for what you get. It's a decent whiskey, but it's just not at all exceptional. I think if I wanted to go for something easier on the pocketbook, I would probably go with the Proper 12 because it's still easy on the pocketbook, but it's not. It's a little bit more exceptional. There's something a little bit more there with the Proper 12, or maybe a higher end Jameson's. But it's not bad. Wouldn't turn my nose up at Trader Joe's Special Reserve, but beyond that, it's just not that special. So I would not reserve it, and that's pretty much all there is to say. It's so unexceptional that there's just not a lot to say about it.
Insignificant to you, maybe.
So, anyways, I think next week we might be doing. I might be doing another solo episode. I think it's a Scotch, and I believe it's a Speyside. So, anyways, see you next week for another episode of Nerds Drink Whiskey.